Hello everyone, it's Linda. I haven't been able to make any videos lately because I have been in the process of selling my home that I've lived in for 40 years and moving to an apartment, and so that's been quite a transition for me and my husband. I finally got some order back to my craft room in the apartment, so now that I'm able to go to work again, and I can share some of the things that I like to make with all of you. As you know, I don't really make videos that are step-by-step instructions in the sense that I'm making it as I go. I really like to construct it and then just talk about it and tell how I made it. And if you have any capabilities at all in the junk journaling area, if you have any experience, if you're just a beginner learner, all of those things can be used in the way I teach because it's very simple, and the beginner can learn, and so can the experienced junk journaler. So let me tell you what I've got today. Before me on my desk are some little sample packets that I'm making for fabrics, and these are just really cute. They could be added to a pocket in your journal. They can be glued if you wanted to do that, but I think slipped in a pocket is the best way to do that. They're also great little gift items. They're great to put into random acts of kindness or happy mail. But this closure is just simply a paper band that I've put around it, put a little bit of embellishment on it. Now in these little packets, they're different sizes, but they're generally around a 3x4, somewhere like that. It could be a little bit smaller, could be a little bit bigger, depending on what I'm working with. And inside will be anywhere from a minimum of 6 to a maximum of 8 fabrics for samples. And these are all fancy fabrics, things that people don't tend to have a lot of sometimes, but they would like just a touch of something, a little bit of fabric or lace to add to something. So this would be cute for that. It's the fabric is secured with the pamphlet stitch in just a thread, as you can see, and so it's easy to remove if you want to take it apart and use the fabric, or leave it all together and just use it for an embellishment. And here we have a sheer beige piece of fabric. We have a lace. We have some embroidered trim. Got a velveteen strip on both sides. We have another sheer that has a pattern through it in browns. We have a piece of 100% silk and a silver. And we have a beautiful piece of textured linen here. So there's a lot of variety in these things that I'm putting together, and they are going to go into my Etsy shop. But if it's something that you have at home, some really pretty little fabrics that you want to add to your junk journals or give as gifts, this is a cute way to do it. Now, sometimes you might have a card that's big enough to fold. I did in this case, and some of these things are from different designers, and I can't remember which designers went to which papers, but they're not my designs. And so I just folded this one, put a little strip of washi tape there, cut my little fabrics, and did the little pamphlet stitch. And that's all there was to it. For the band, I just cut a strip. I think this is about 1 inch wide. Fitted it on there, and then glued it, and then add a little embellishment to the top. Now these just slip on, and they hold that fabric really nice for you. Okay. Here's another one that's done similarly. Let's see, this one has a little flower on the front, but it's still just a piece of paper. This is again a card that I had, and it wasn't big enough to fold, so I put a different piece of cardstock on the back, and so I could fold it over. Again, a piece of washi tape, and again a pamphlet stitched closure. Now this one has again a piece of lace, a beautiful piece of silk, a piece of gold textured fabric, a small piece of embroidered fabric with the vine pattern, and here is a companion to it in the circle pattern. And then I just love this sheer fabric that has these beautiful shiny strips through it. And again, this is a beautiful soft textured linen. So there's some nice fabrics in these to use, even if you wanted to take the little booklet apart and use it. But again, if it's an idea that you like and you have the supplies, then maybe you would like to make these. They're not that difficult. Anyone can make them. I'm going to be using some of my own digital designs. I'm going to use some of this one, and this one, which is prints out bigger, like a 4x6. I just folded it over, and it will be one for me. And then this one I will have to put a backing on and do that. This one I'm currently working on. Again, I had to add a backing to it. It was simply a small card, and then the fabric's inside, so I haven't made the closure for this one yet. Some of the fabrics that I'm working with, you might see I have a stack here of different fabrics that are very pretty and unusual, and just will add such a glamorous and romantic touch to any journal. These sometimes are hard to come by, especially in just small snippet pieces that you don't want to go out and buy a whole yard or something like this. But if you could just get a variety of little pieces, that's all you really need to make a snippet or a cluster or something like that with it. Also, I have quite a few of the 100% silk swatches that I have that I'm going to be using in different colors. And for that, I also have some different fabric contents, some rayons and other things, and pretty textured, some of it with the shiny surfaces, gorgeous neutrals. I love these browns, also great for different vintage looks, these bronzy ones, the greens. So I'm looking forward to putting those in. And then I also have some fancy fabrics that have the different patterns that will be added to. I love this one. It's very silky and shiny. And this one also, isn't that a pretty pair to go together in something? And even this one. So in my little things that I'm going to be making for my, don't you just love that? For my Etsy shop, there will be a large variety. Now, each one will have a different set in it, so it'll be fun to collect some of these. Okay, well, let's see. I think that's probably all I have to show for today, but I hope that if you have the supplies, you'll try making some of these for yourself. And if not, maybe you'll drop by my Etsy shop. Okay, thank you so much, and y'all keep on creating. Bye-bye.